association in general. How I wish we would think of, I know we have the scholarship fund and other activities geared towards benefiting or improving academics. How I wish we could also have an idea. We get a plaza, either in Mbale or Kampala, and we call it the Alumni Plaza, IUIU Alumni Plaza, so that we extend support to the university. The university needs a lot of support. And I know the academic staff and the rest of the staff would indeed benefit from that kind of work. So we pray that we pull together, we connect and succeed together by having, inshallah, an endowment that will catapult IUIU to greater heights. I was given 1 minute, and so I think I would like to end there. But before I go, the strong man you see has a strong lady behind, and the strong lady is also with me here, Her Excellency, the queen of my heart, Salma Karunji. You can just wave. Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. I thank you very much for heeding to this call, and I wish you positive deliberations and nice connections. I am a former student of IUIU. No retreat.
No surrender.
No retreat.
No surrender.
Yeah, if you know, you know. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, may we now join our hands together and as we welcome the man, the brain behind the one who was delegated to organize the 5th annual dinner. But before he comes, allow me to recognize Rector, just people. Here with you is Sheikh Higen Ismail Muhammad, who is the Deputy District Qadi and is representing the regional Qadi of Mbale region. Thank you very much, Sheikh, for joining us. May I now take this opportunity to invite our brother, Mr. Bashir Hanji, the chairperson organizing committee, and I think it wouldn't be bad if he's joined by the members, the executive, and the members of the organizing committee of the 5th dinner. May we give him a hand clap? He's really done a very, very, very commendable job. Let's give him another very big hand clap. Thank you very much, and please don't forget to tell people to go and shop in only one shopping center called Abra. Thank you.
Solidarity. So.
The power.
Yeah. We are in trouble. We are in trouble. The Rector Islamic University in Uganda, the Vice Rector, and the officials from the administration here tonight, the President of the Islamic University in Uganda Alumni Association, colleagues, alumni, well-wishers, our specialists who are with us tonight, and our partners, because we didn't do this only ourselves, but we have partners from the business community who have been exhibiting with us, invited guests, our hosts tonight of the Courtview Hotel, members of the media who are here. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What am I supposed to say now? First of all, we want to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has enabled us to see this dream that we've cherished for a long time become into a reality. Ladies and gentlemen, here behind me is a team. You know, let me share this with you first. We have a president who is a benevolent dictator. The executive committee put in place an organizing committee. Somehow the president expanded it to around 50. He kept on bringing other members. You see, they are supporting you, they are supporting you. But Mr. President, we want to thank you. Those guys, they came with brilliant ideas. And what we've seen here today is not only the efforts of myself and this team, but rather quite many heads that are not here tonight. And I want to pay glowing tribute to those colleagues of ours who supported us to ensure that we deliver on this very important task. Now, this team of amiable ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to say is going to be a representation of, I believe, what they share with me. But I just want them to introduce themselves, each on their own, so that you get to hear whether during our meetings we were quarreling or not. Whether we had a storming period and then, calm down. We start with her.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Namono Amina Nandaha Bint. I called several of you, and I'm so happy that you responded positively. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm by the names of Dr. Saka Mustafa. I was in charge of medical affairs, and we organized the medical camp.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. By the names, I'm Namaganda Nur, a member of the organizing committee. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Kasa Mohammed Khamis. I've been heading the marketing team of the organizing committee. You're most welcome, and we should keep in touch.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Nagwere Amiri, heading media.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Ibrahim Serebe. I was in charge of career guidance at Nkoma SS.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Adnan Kawoya, a member of this committee, but also the chairperson for the 4th alumni dinner that was held at Kabuja. I was opted to share notes to the incoming committee, and I think the benchmark was really resourceful. Thank you for coming.
Brother Kawoya Adnan, whenever he speaks, he wants to make sure he eats over Yinja. So you guys, we need to go and prepare dinner. Eh? Yes, let's go and make sure that the dining is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to stand before you tonight as the chairperson of the organizing committee of the 5th IUIU Alumni Dinner and inaugural Expo that we've been having for the last 2 days. As you are aware, we had an Expo that was running from 9th, from yesterday and today, and this Expo culminated into a dinner tonight. You are aware also that we had a medical camp and a career guidance session at Nkoma, and we really appreciate all of you who turned up to make this important, to make it a successful event. We also had some other activities of tree planting, among others. So we've been having quite a number of activities going on. You may wish to call it a cocktail, but we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for enabling us to go through all this successfully. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we gather not only to celebrate our shared history, but also to embark on a new journey of growth and collaboration. As we reflect on the foundation of our beloved university, the Islamic University in Uganda, let us also acknowledge the strides that we've made in shaping the future of countless individuals. Very important. As alumni, we also play a role in shaping the future of others. The commitment to education, shared values, and the spirit of unity that define our alma mater have played a pivotal role in our collective success. This evening, ladies and gentlemen, is not merely a commemoration of the past. It marks the beginning of a promising future where we are going to touch the lives of boys and girls who are needed, who need education that we've been privileged to have. You are aware that all the proceeds that will come from all these activities will be going to the scholarship fund. We also have a welfare fund. So it is very important that we are cognizant of this. Our inaugural EXPO symbolizes our commitment to extending the impact of our education beyond the borders, fostering connections, and contributing to the global community. We have IUIU alumni across the globe. If the president will be telling you, if you look at the executive committee, my friend, when we are in meetings, this one is in Canada, this one is Australia, and we struggle now to balance the times of the meeting because of the different time zones where all people are. So we thank Allah for that, and therefore I extend my gratitude to the executive committee for entrusting me and the team to steer this expo and dinner. We strongly believe that we are not the best that there is among the alumni, but it was just a task assigned to us, and I want to strongly believe that we have done our best, Mr. President. Where we've not met the expectations, kindly I tender our sincere apologies. We fail, not because we love to fail, but because we are human beings, we cannot be perfect. I want to assure you that we gave it our best shot. And that's why we are here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, our dedication to the ideals of our university exemplifies the spirit that has carried us through the years, and it is through collaboration and shared aspirations that we are able to continue to make meaningful impact to the global community. Tonight, colleagues, let us seize this opportunity to renew friendships, forge new alliances, and celebrate the achievements that bind us together as the community of IUIU. There are people I saw today, I think I last saw them over 15 years ago. I can assure you, today I met them, some of them are more older than me, they have gray hair all over, the faces are wrinkled, and they were asking me, Hanji Waliachi. And I told them, you guys, you are on a move to our old age. For me, I'm moving backwards. So you come to me for lessons, but I also assure them that it may be too late for them to adopt the strategies I use to keep the way I am. Therefore, may this evening, ladies and gentlemen, be a testament to the strength of our community and the limitless potential that lies ahead for the Islamic University in Uganda Alumni Association. I want to thank you, Mr. President, and the Executive Committee. I want to thank, by extension, the community of the Islamic University in Uganda. Mr. Rector, sir, we can't thank you enough. We can't thank you enough. Yesterday, the President is aware that years ago, I never wanted to associate with things of IUIU Alumni Association. And I had my own reasons. But we had a discussion with him and Brother Musa. And we said, let's see if you can do something. Today, I must say that I'm proud to always associate with the IUIU Alumni Association. Wherever we go, let us lift this banner high. Let's lift this banner high, but also let us contribute towards making a difference as an institution, give back to our alma mater. The scholarship fund is there for us. We must continue supporting our brothers and sisters who are needed, but also the welfare fund, which should be able to help us to reach out to those who are in need, mostly, especially when they are disadvantaged in one or another. I want to thank you for turning up. I want to thank you for believing in us. This, in my view, is by any measure a successful dinner. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Bashir Hanji. I've been the chairperson of this committee. I work with Uganda Wildlife Authority. I head the Department of Communication and Public Relations. And I'm proud to always come back to Mbale. Yes, thank you.
Members, may we give our chairperson another big applause. Thank you very, 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 very much, our brother Bashir. Don't you think this committee, this is so far the most successfully organized dinner in all the dinners that we have had?
Very true. And don't you think we should clap for them again?
Absolutely. Can we give them another hand clap as we appreciate them for doing that? Thank you very much, my brother, and ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest has arrived and will be ushered in any minute from now. But as we wait for the chief guest to come, we will request that we'll be making some, why don't we make some introductions? Because my brother, Richard, made it very clear, social networking. People need to know each other. But you sit on the plane when you don't know each other. You may sit here when you really don't know the big person you're seated with. Like if people knew that Haji Baker is here.
Okay, for that case, I'm going to start with the director of the mighty Kampala campus, Dr. Kasule. Can you please stand up and say salam to the audience?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
My name is Ahmed Kasule. I joined the IUIU as a staff since the year 2004 at Kampala campus. I have been working at that campus until now. A lot of people in this audience who have studied at Kampala campus have met me there, either as their teacher or as the registrar or recently as the director. Thank you so much, the organizers, for this.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kasozi.
Thank you. We also have the director of research, publication, and innovation. As I also look around for the director, alumni, the director, alumni directorate.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Once again, Dr. Maimuna Murora, Department of Educational Psychology, the senior lecturer. Currently, I'm the Director of Research, Applications and Innovation. And we encourage you, as other speakers have already said, that we should really engage in research if we are to solve the problems around us. Thank you very much.
Welcome, Dr. Nimlola. For those ones who came late, she's one of the pioneer students.
And our very good lecturer of psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, before Doctor introduces himself, Doctor, hold on. Members, may we all rise up and we receive and welcome our guests of honor. Of course, our guest of honor is a sign to show that we are exceedingly happy and delighted to receive you this evening. And as you take your seat, of course, we are going to give you a hand clap to show our appreciation that we are happy you're here. May we give her a hand clap? Thank you very much, our guest of honor. And hello. MC, hello. Our guest of honor, we are reliably informed that you gave the rector permission that they would sing the anthems on your behalf before you arrived. So the anthems were already taken. And with your permission, who am I to request you that you take your seat so that the others can take their seats? Thank you very much, and may we have our seats. Thank you. Our guest of honor, and the Honorable Minister, Honorable Oleru Huda, who is also a very important person in this country and also in the Muslim fraternity, a very good friend of IUIU, and more so, an alumni of IUIU. Doesn't that make you happy? And I was telling the members that and no one should argue that she's an alumni and she was in the Mighty Hall. She was in the Mighty Hall. She was in the Mighty Hall. Of course, she was in the Mighty Hall. Of course, she was in the Mighty Hall. Of course, she was in the Mighty Hall. A woman, a viva Basha viva. I'll have sa better. I'll have sa way. Of course, solidarity, the poor. We call them the poor. Our guest of honor, I'm not biasing you, but there is only one hall which puts on yellow. Yellow in IUIU, and of course, they know the truth that that is the hall where you belonged. Our guest of honor, we had already moved, and with your permission, we had already moved. We are left with just a few speeches, and we have just finished with the speech of the chairperson organizing committee. And at this juncture, allow me now, our guest of honor, to invite my chairperson, the chairperson of the scholarship committee, Madam Aisha, to briefly come and tell us about the scholarship committee. This is a venture in which we try, our chief guest, to try as much as possible to help out our colleagues who are needy. And it is headed by this big lady. May we give her a hand clap? You know, when people see her, they think it is now time to ask for money. But it does no harm if we ask for some money so that we can help the needy. Thank you.
Thank you very much. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي وبعد. Thank you very much. Madam Honorable, our very own, and good news, she is the patron of the scholarship fund. The rector, IUIU, the president of alumni, and your executive, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allow me today, in the few minutes that I've been given, to present the most important item tonight, perhaps the reason why we are here. I'm disappointed that they have put our banner here, down here. Can I have 2 people to come and raise the banner? If the president of the alumni has invited you today for dinner, then he's the mwami. The scholarship fund is the mshahara. And you know, if the mshahara is not happy in the house, however happy the mwami is, you'll not get the food. So the scholarship fund welcomes you to the 5th alumni grand dinner. I'm sure most of you, when you were invited, when you were told to pay the money, the catchword was the scholarship fund. We are hoping that the residues that will remain will go to the scholarship fund. Unfortunately, so you might be kind enough, Ogamba, okay, on top of the mitwalo msamvu, I'm leaving omutwalo here for the scholarship fund. What is the scholarship fund? The scholarship fund is an initiative of the IUIU Alumni Association. When we revived the association in 2021, we thought that this time it was important, as the old boys and the old girls of the Islamic University in Uganda, to give back to our alma mater. Therefore, we thought that the best way to do that was to support the university by paying for the students who are not able to go through the university, yet academically they strive. So the objective of the fund was to support these kind of students. We had other objectives too, of course, to support the university's revenue stream, to contribute to the human resource development of this country. I think some of the people who've stood here to talk, they have told you how successful they are, and they couldn't have been successful had they not gone through the gates of alumni. I will request Brother Titus, when he comes back, before you say anything, you tell the people where you are. He's one of the, mashallah, the successful people in this country because of the university. He is because the university was. With me, I have Dr. Saka. He's a beneficiary of the fund. He's a very successful doctor, and you saw the people who are in coma, the services that he gave, and 70% of what was done there was his own initiative. So the fund, the committee, who are the people head of the committee, if I mention your name, please step forward and come and stand with us so that people can know who we are working with. Who am I? I cannot in any way tell our very honorable stand, so we shall request him to remain seated, but he can wave as our patron for the scholarship fund. We thank you very much, Madam. Given your very busy schedules, you accepted to be part of us, to be part of this very noble cause. With me here, I have Dr. Saka, who is my vice. He does all the donkey work. Clap for him. All the credit goes to him. All the credit goes to him. Everybody comes back. Now, the committee consists of other people who will be useful for this fund. We have the academic registrar of the university. who was brought on board to help us. Unfortunately, she's not able to be with us today because she was engaged somewhere, but that is none other than Dr. Halima Akbar, who has been very instrumental in the process of identifying the right candidates. We have Dr. Medina, mashallah, who has also been very instrumental in trying to help us for these funds. I've not seen her. Is she with us? Dr. Medina Navkera. We have Dr. Saka. We have the executive secretary who was there. He's gone. Musa, you're not with us? You could say salam.
He's on.
Musa, please say salam. He is the executive secretary. He's been very supportive. We have Sister Naima Kaira. So these are some of the members who are in the scholarship fund. Of course, we also have our administrative assistant, Brother Muawiyah. Stand up and say salam, please. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So these are the people who are running the show. So I told you that the fund started in 2021. In 2022, we started sponsoring students to the university. Within this very short period of time, we have been able to see 5 students. We have been able to see 5 students continue or start with their academics at the university. One student from the main campus graduated last year with a Bachelor of Public Administration. We have 2 girls at Kawoja Female Campus who are pursuing nursing. We have 1 girl from Kampala University. Please, Director, tumugobanga ngena kuwerinya Kampala Campus. Mr. Director, sir. Brother Taha. Bami tumugoba ngena kuwerinya lye. Nga sente tezinaba kujja tuba tukyazinoonya okuva mu bano. N'olwekyo okusinziira kye tugenda okufuna leero, we'll see inshallah. Then we have 1 who has just started at the main campus. She's a girl and she's pursuing a bachelor of degree in education. Why many girls? Not because that the patron is a lady. She doesn't influence that, but it's because at times the people who give us the money, at times they condition us. So we want to get a pool, so at times we can be balanced. We have a boy in the waiting, but we have been promised, so anytime we get the funds, inshallah, we shall bring him on. Before I appeal, I want to thank the following people. I want to thank the President for supporting this initiative in cash and kind. Sente zampa kati sikyazibala. Njagala genda wano kunoonya sente. Thank you very much, Mr. President. I want to thank the Rector of the Islamic University in Uganda for supporting this cause. Thank you very much. I want to thank the staff who work at the university. We have my teacher, Sebo, Dr. Jamil, Dr. Halima Akbar, and so many others who have come on. Not so many others, but they have come forward to support this cause, and other alumni out there who have supported this cause. In a very special way, allow me tonight to thank Brother Martin, subhanallah, for his selfless contribution that he's made. Let's put our hands together and clap for him. He has shown that he is ready to give back to the university who made him who he was. Please, let's borrow a leaf. Please stand up for recognition for the guest of honor to see you. Mataya, yes, Mataya, he has given us 2 million shillings. Thank you very much. I'm hoping that you will really borrow that leaf tonight. After thanking, I want to appeal that for this to happen, if we have been able to do this in a short period of time, we want to see, because this is really a predicament at the university. Students are sent out, because the university needs the income, they are sent out to look for money, and their education is brought at a halt. Please, let's support this fund. Mugambe nti ezo sente tuze tubawadde temuzigulaamu na mmere zonna zigende ku fund. Ne bwe mutuwa bwimazzi, we shall be happy to come with our the director will tell you that's what they do in those universities. Yes, they don't come to eat the food. After all, fena buli omu asobola okulya even better food. So please, let's support the fund. I am truly sorry to my president that I'm going to go against his wishes, but for those who are willing to follow the example of our brother, please be free tonight to send over this money to us now. Before I leave, I want to be the second one after the brother. I'm putting down 1 million for the fund. Sagala genda waggulu nemese president wange n'abalala. So I'll just stop at 1 million. And of course, tebasobola kwogera eziri below what I've given. So at this point, I want to once again thank you very much. We have pledge cards. We have magazines that were made. Esente ezo bwe tuzifuna zigenda ku fund. So if you can pick a magazine and get history of where the university came from and meet so many other successful people who are in the magazine, you can buy the magazine. It's out there only at a fee of 30,000. Please, you can pick it. And you can just decide to contribute. Thank you very much once again. Yeah, the pledge cards, they will go around for those who are willing to give us the money. We have the pledge cards. So I want to once again thank you very much. Now, for you to get the inspiration, I'll just request for you to allow me to give Dr. Saka just half a minute to say a word or two about this fund, and then we shall say salam.
Naam, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yes, I thank Allah for this opportunity. I was given an opportunity to serve at the Scholarship Fund. My story is open. I'm one of the students, while I was doing medicine, that I got an opportunity to be sponsored. Initially, when the university opened in 2014, I had saved around 2 million. But by then, the tuition was about close to 6.3 when the university had opened. Time for exams reached. I had nothing. But out of those people that had given in their small monies, I managed to do exams. The university, I got a scholarship from ICRA fund. By then they had some money. That was around $5,000. I got support from one of the professors. He had come from Turkey. He came and also supported me. From there, based on my performance and my community engagements, alhamdulillah, many people contributed to my success. You know how tight medicine is. You don't have that laxity where you go for work and then come back to school. Otherwise, you'll be an incompetent doctor. But alhamdulillah, I managed to get through and succeeded. And right now, inshallah, I'm working in the Department of Physiology at our university, serving there in the Department of Physiology as a volunteer as I finish my master's at Mackay University. And also working with Islamic Medical Association of Uganda in community-related processes. So I implore you, today you who is here, the little that you have sacrificed and decided to come for this dinner will go back to this fund. Please come again and again and again. Inshallah, we hope this is our contribution to our nation. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Let's be the people to make change, impact in these people's life. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you very much. Members, may we give our chairperson, a scholarship fund, a big applause. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you that please, the pledge cards are moving around. Right. Our chief guest, you know, when people talk about helping others, I know you're one of the people who has always been very kind to very many people. And let's give her a big hand clap. And, you know, we have always been inspired by Rector. There is one time we were with Professor, and the professor was giving us an idea about the alumni. And he told us that from the university where he was in the US, how the alumni organize themselves and how they have been able to contribute seriously to the fund. I'm talking this as I am waiting for some of those cards, pledge cards, for people to write so that we can recognize you. And he gave us an example, our chief guest, that people contribute little money. Every alumni contributes some little money, and they've been able to generate a lot of money that is helping out the others. And we looked at that chief guest, now even us now as IUIU. As we stand today, I think since 1988, we are over 50,000 alumni. I want to tell you that if we are 50,000 alumni, and if only 10,000 chief guests, 10,000 of the alumni, each one contributed only 10,000 shillings per month, 10,000 shillings per month, which translates into 120,000 shillings per year. And only 10,000 of the 50,000 are really contributing. That would give us about 1.2 billion shillings per year. This money will be going to helping someone at IUIU. Personally, that's why my chairperson of the scholarship fund was saying, if I had not been helped by someone at IUIU, probably I would now be looking after chicken in But someone was our chief guest. I had almost failed. To complete university. And a good Samaritan came and he helped me out. He paid for me fees. He went and he was paying. I even didn't know the gentleman. I am what I am today. I am able also to determine the fate, our chief guest, of those who don't have jobs in this country because someone helped me. Today I stand here, I'm a member of the Public Service Commission. Our chief guest, most of these people smile very nicely to me because they know they can catch my eye and I give them a job. But just imagine if someone had not helped me, then would I be standing here? And I was able to get the job. I have been in politics. I have been able to go wherever I have been able to attend because someone helped me at that time. I want to urge all of you, please, let's help that girl and boy who may not be able to reach out. And I want to thank you, our chief guest, our guest of honor. I know you're a very generous person and our patron. I have been telling these people they were arguing. You clap for her. And after that clap, you will see when she comes to stand, you will see. You clap again. You will thank me later because you are going to see. When you clap for her the third time, you are going to see. Our chief guest. The rector has already always ignited us. The other time we were at Jikoni and he sponsored us. He gave us a hand. And he continues to give us a hand. Rector, we are very proud of you. Thank you very much. And of course, Professor Mpata, even today, you know, because he was unfortunately, he was just in some hall called something, but he's also going to come out seriously today. And of course, the vice rector who was in the mighty hall, Dr. Jamil, Umaruwe. He is also going to come out strongly, and is an economist. He taught us economics. And of course, my president, although he has mentored me, but we only differ because he was in a chicken hall called Al-Hafsa. But we shall bear, he will also come out strongly. Members, I was talking this because I was waiting for those pledge cards to come in. If there is any, as we invite briefly the chairperson of the Welfare Committee, come and 1 minute. You say something, Chairperson Welfare Committee, as we invite the Executive Secretary. Please, let me allow the chairperson to announce and recognize this wonderful pledge, and you'll also go and have a handshake. Our chief guest, COVID, is not there anymore. We wanted you to accept and you give a handshake to this great person who has not only pledged but has given us the cash contribution of Abra, sorry. Our chief guest, as he comes, members, let's give a hand to Abra. They have fulfilled their contribution of 2 million shillings towards the scholarship fund. Thank you very much, Abra. And our chief guest, that is one of the best, the only supermarket that we have here in Mbale City. Thank you very much. Members, keep those pledge cards coming. We shall be reading them. May I now take this opportunity to invite, with the chairperson of welfare, please come for 1 minute. And we want to prove to you that we don't only meet to eat, but we also have some contributions we make towards our community. As the Executive Secretary comes forward to give his remarks.
Mr. Rector, sir, the Vice Rector, our guest of honor, Your Excellency, the President of IUIU Alumni, the IUIU academic and non-academic staff, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Before I proceed, let me take this opportunity. First of all, thank the IUIU executive for this wonderful dinner they have organized today and for the efforts to bring us together. I have something to present as welfare, but before that, let me call upon the executive of Welfare Committee. Please step forward and you briefly introduce yourself. Members of welfare, are you there? They are all busy, okay. Welfare Committee was formed last year, and we are 1 year old. The main objective of the formation of Welfare Committee was, first of all, to respond to disasters like death, and then to help our less privileged members of IUIU alumni. What so far have we achieved as Welfare Committee? Okay, 1 year, 2. Yeah. you can introduce yourself before you proceed. Yes. They give me 1 minute.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The name is Habiba Visikwa, and I'm the secretary of the Welfare Committee. Thank you.
Let's clap for her.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is once again, I'm Ibrahim Serebe. I'm an ex-official on the committee representing the executive, the alumni.
These members are my pillars in the committee. They are not only on welfare committee, but have managed to organize the dinner as well. Maybe you can clap for them. What so far have we achieved as welfare in the 1 year in office in our tenure? First of all, we have successfully made 60 members subscribe in the last year, 2023. We were able to hold 6 online meetings. We were able to support our 7 alumni brothers who lost their loved ones. We were able to support one sister who was battling cancer in Mulago. We were able to rescue her. We were also able to give financial support to one of our sisters who had school fees issues. She lost a husband and she ran to us, so we had rescue. As I said, we are not here just to brag about our success in our career, but also to light candles of our OBs and OGs. We were also able to help 2 sisters with the startup capital. They had no jobs, they had lost their husbands, so we stepped in. We rescued their situations. If they were around, they could give witness, but they are not around, unfortunately. We were also able to help a widow of our alumni with some capital, and she's doing well. We shared a video on our WhatsApp, I think you saw. We were also able to support one of our fallen alumnus, alumnus's daughter. I take this opportunity to thank the RDC who gave us scholarship in Toro Progressive Muslim School. She's there and she's successfully attending her academics. Which challenges do we have as welfare? First of all, the subscription is very low. The turn-up is very low compared to the overwhelming demands, because so many are on the line waiting for our support, but the resource envelope is too small. We also have 2 widows of our alumnus who are doing badly. One of them has a daughter in Topa, but she cannot even meet the basic requirements at school because they gave her a scholarship, but the requirements she cannot meet because she's jobless and she doesn't have a business. So we are looking around, see that at least these 2 widows, we give them some capital to start up businesses. We also have so many sisters and brothers who are jobless out there, and they sometimes come to us crying. Where we can help, we do. So we need much of your support to this committee, so that we can help our brothers and sisters. Members, no candle loses light by lighting another candle. So let's touch each other's lives. You can't be successful unless you have touched somebody's life, unless you have transformed someone who can even testify So let's not just come here and brag around our jobs, we brag about our successes. Let's also take time to help those who need our support amongst us, especially the less privileged. Because me, I stand for the less privileged. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Last but not the least, we would like to open a coordination office in Mbale, but of course, because of financial constraints, we are tied up. Any kind of support to all those challenges is welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Members, may we give them another hand clap? Our chief guest, I can assure you, I am one of the beneficiaries of the welfare fund. On the 25th of December, my mother went to be with the Lord on Christmas Day. I lost my mother. And as I was still scratching my head, on the 27th, we buried her on the 27th. But I can assure you that I was comforted by the mabugo from the welfare team. I got good contribution. So I have been a beneficiary and I know how it can help. So members, whenever we call upon you to come for these engagements, please always contribute. But my president, of course, is going to throw more light on that. May I now check this? We are trying to get the executive secretary online. And it's now my singular opportunity to invite our executive secretary to give his brief remarks. Our guest of honor, he's in the UK, and he's going to give his remarks online. Thank you.
I don't know if you're able to hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi ishrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Our dear chief guest, Honorable Huda, the rector of the Islamic University in Uganda, Professor Ismail Simbwa Jagenda, the Vice Rector, Dr. Jamiru Serwanga, directors of the different campuses, our President of the Islamic University in Uganda Alumni Association, Abdul Noor Sekindi, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I extend my warm greetings to each one of you attending as we reflect on the remarkable journey of this association. The idea of the Alumni Association was revived in 2020 when the world was fighting the pandemic of COVID-19. During this pandemic, communities united to rejuvenate, our communities united to rejuvenate the bonds that tie us together as members who went through the Islamic University in Uganda. We have since then made significant strides in the years gone, enhancing our presence, our activities, and support for the community. I will, in just a few words, I don't want to take too much of the time. I know it's getting late in Uganda now. I will try to show you some of the few things, you might call them baby steps, but we're going further, that we have managed to bring together. And I always tell my colleagues that we have no reverse gears. So these are some of the things that we have done. One was obviously we needed to have a base. We managed to establish our office, and we're grateful to the Islamic University in Uganda, particularly Professor Jagenda and your team, because you managed to give us a space at the King Fahd Plaza. So we're able to streamline our day-to-day operations. We have got now a fully paid administrative assistant who I had, when I was following up, I had him standing up on recognition. So from this location, we're able to do a lot of facilitations in terms of efficient managing of alumni matters. We have also managed to bring ourselves online. The world is gone online. We launched our website, it's IUIU for Alumni Association.org. And not only that, we are all over with the social media network just to catch up with the times. We've also managed to start getting some kind of financial setups. Obviously, you naturally get to establish your bank accounts. And I should have mentioned from the beginning that we, as one of our achievements, we managed to register formally with the authorities of the government of Uganda. Part of the things that we need to be doing is to mobilize ourselves. And because of that, we approached Islamic University in Uganda. They agreed that the day of our founding as Islamic University in Uganda, which is the 10th of February, will always be on their calendar and on our calendar, the IUIU Alumni Day, hence this occasion today. So I want to extend another invitation next year on the 10th of February. Please, people, come back and also come with everybody else that has not been able to make it. So we will have a similar function, maybe in a different setup or a different venue, etc., but we will, I'm inviting you formally, please don't forget that day. So we have IUIU Alumni Day, which is the 10th of February. That is all part of our mobilization. We also have established a scholarship fund. I heard Sister Aisha Namboze very ably talking about it. I don't want to repeat because much of it now we know. From my position as Executive Secretary, the only thing I can add on is a further appeal to all of you. And we're grateful to Honorable Huda for accepting to be the patron of this fund. We also have the Alumni Welfare Committee, which, as you know, extends support in different ways. I had Sister Alima also explaining to you, extends support to our membership and their families. We also come up on things that come up that, for instance, people losing their loved ones, we come up and help. So insofar as you can, please extend your kind hand to us in financially and in any other way you can. We do other things. For instance, we had the medical camp spearheaded by Dr. Saka Mustafa, and we also do mentorship. I'm grateful to everybody who attended these years and the years gone by. I saw from our social media networks, I saw, for instance, Dr. Jamiru helping out. We also have a magazine, and I'm sure I have copies there for the alumni as dinner's gone. We will do another one. So when we come to you, either to support or at the most basic to buy them, please extend your hand towards that. Some of the things we need to do is to, obviously, we need to mobilize ourselves more. As you can tell, we got doctors, we got lawyers, we got ministers, we got diplomats, we got all sorts of expertise. So if we are able to mobilize ourselves, we can do a lot for our membership, first and foremost, and of course, for our great Islamic University in Uganda that before Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala made us, many of us who we are. So we need to be doing a lot of organization, a lot of mobilization, and I encourage everybody here who is here, please go to our website and register yourself so we know. As I said, this IUIUAA.org. Please, that registration helps us to know who is where. We also want to do an app, for an alumni app. So as you know, people probably it's easier to access information via the app. We want to do that. We still have a few challenges like resource mobilization and also a bit of commitment from membership. Please, let's all contribute as we can and give as much commitment as we can. We also intend to do an alumni circle. We have social projects we are starting. We had a project that we have kind of put on hold for now to start to build a hostel at the Kaboja campus, again, as a way to give back to the Islamic University in Uganda. So my appeal is for you to do your best to support this. I want to, before I finish, to extend my thanks to the president of the Islamic University in Uganda Alumni Association. He puts in a lot in terms of his time, in terms of his commitment. We are grateful for your guidance. I also want to thank my colleagues of the executive committee of the Islamic University in Uganda Alumni Association, notably our vice chair, Dr. Mwebesa Umaru, who is in Bangladesh, and I'm sure is following here. Members of the EXCOM, people like Brother Rashid Kaira. I don't know if he is in the audience. If he is, can he please get up and give salam to people? If he is in the audience. I hope he heard me, and I'm not able to hear feedback from him. I also want to extend appreciation to our colleagues who are in the diaspora. We've got Sister Madina Wanderema. She is in the UK. She's done a lot of mobilization in terms of funds, in terms of bringing people, not least the committee, to help us to bring together the committee that is organized this occasion. She did a tremendous piece of work. I'm grateful to people like Ibrahim Serebe. I don't know how I can manage to mention all of you. Those of you who managed to do your best, we are very grateful. I can't mention all of you. You got the Fatu, you got Bintu is there, Biba, Mukasa, all of you have managed to do this. That I want to extend special thanks to all of you for all the work done. And I don't want to take too much of the time, considering, as I said earlier, that it's getting late in Uganda. And thank you so much for coming. And please don't forget the 10th of February, 2025, when we will congregate again, hopefully with the bigger news of whatever we will have accomplished. Thank you so much. We are grateful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Lastly, Brother Kisambira, this is special for you. I'm leaving it last. Titus, who comes from a very small hall called Umar. Thank you for everything you've done. But however much you will shout out to Umaru, whatever, there is nothing that beats Al-Hafsahol. Al-Hafsahoye, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We want to thank you so much, Secretary General. But I wish you were here. You would have seen there was no applause. It was only woman which was here. But thank you so much, Secretary General, for those remarks. May I now take this opportunity to invite our President. May we put up our hands together. We welcome our President, the President of the Alumni Association, who will in turn invite for us the Rector, and who will in turn invite for us our Chief Guest. Thank you, Your Excellency, the President.
الحمد لله الذي بنعمته تتم الصالحات وبفضله تتنزل الخيرات والبركات وبتوفيقه تتحقق المقاصد والغايات وأزكى صلوات الله وتسليماته على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين نبي الرحمة وإمام الهدى سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. Honorable Minister, the guest of honor, the Rector, the Vice Rector, the Vice Rectors, members of the Executive Committee, distinguished alumni of the IUIU, distinguished guests in your respective capacities, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I've had a couple of people recognizing their lecturers. I would like to take this opportunity to inform you that that part of Arabic that I have just spoken, I was taught by Dr. Kabali Slide. That language that he taught me has taken me to places, I can assure you. So please thank him for me. Guest of honor, for the third time in a row, I give up my written speech because of the timing. I had written a 3-page speech here containing everything about what we have been able to do as the Executive Committee of the Alumni Association. But due to time, allow me just to speak offhand, and I will just do a few things. First and foremost is to thank. I will thank the Almighty Allah for having enabled us to come this far, and for having enabled us to make it to Mbale and hold this dinner, and many other blessings that He has given us. Secondly, Madam Guest of Honor, all the achievements, the few achievements that we have been able to register, that you have heard from the report of the Executive Secretary, have mainly been credited to the few people on the Executive Committee and just a few people outside who have sacrificed their resources and their time to put in, including the 5 dinners that we have arranged. All this is being done from just the sacrifices of the members of the Executive Committee. And on this note, I would like to invite, just allow me, all the members of the Executive Committee who are here, please stand up for recognition and say salam. Or come forward, maybe you will not be seen. As they come, there are some key members of the Executive Committee who are not with us, including the Executive Secretary who has just read his report, and the Vice Chairman, my Vice, Dr. Umar Mwebesa, who is based in Bangladesh, is not here. But these are the people who have sacrificed all their resources and their time to come to organize all these things that we are seeing here. So please give them an applause of thanks. Please introduce yourselves quickly so that the guest of honor can know all these things that we are doing, the people who are doing.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Madam Guest of Honor, my name is Bashir Hangi. I head the Department of Communication and Public Relations at Uganda Wildlife Authority.
My name is Ibrahim Sereve, a member of the Executive Committee.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm Nagwere Amir, a member of the executive of Alumni Association, and I'm the director of Qibla Islamic Media.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Nangonze Amina, Treasurer Executive Committee and Lecturer IUIU Females Campus.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A chairperson, Scholarship Fund, a member of the Executive Committee. Aisha Nambozi.
My name is Ksambila Titus. I am a member of the Executive Committee.
Thank you very much. You can take your seats. That is one of the items, the things that I wanted to do is to thank those wonderful people. Whenever I need something to organize anything or to buy something, I just tell them, I want this much from you, I want this much from you, and they oblige. I thank them very sincerely. Recently, we have our administrative office has been introduced. He was finding problems with transportation. And we have to top up money on his monthly pay to cater for transportation. As this is not sustainable, let's buy a motorcycle. I collected 5 million from these people just in a matter of 1 month. And we have a brand new motorcycle for our administrative assistant. I thank you very much. Secondly, what I wanted to say, actually, many people have said it, especially the gentleman from Abra. At one time I suspected that he had read my speech or somewhere. But what I wanted to say is that, for me, I'm not an economist, but I think in business terms. And I think the numbers can do wonders. Numbers can do wonders. They can benefit us and they can benefit our alma mater. I've always said, if we come together, if we are 5,000 or 10,000 like Titus was saying, we shall get so many things to our advantage. I was giving an example, like if you wanted to buy an insurance, health insurance, for instance. Now the world is moving around towards universal health coverage, where you don't have to go to your pockets to pay for medication and treatment. And you people, everyone here knows how expensive this is. People are getting sick, they want to be flown to India, they have to sell plots of land, they have to do, those who are lucky to have them. But if you have an insurance, a health insurance, you will be flown to India and be treated and come back. With paying what? Maybe your contribution, your premium is only 30,000 per year. And this can only be achieved through numbers. If you go to insurance company, you say we are a group, we are an alumni, a group of 30,000 people. We want insurance. The company will go to bank laughing, because they know that among those people, the 3,000 or the 30,000, very few people in a year will get sick. You see? They will get sick, just a few people will get sick. And they will go, you pay 30,000 premium every year, and if you get sick and you want special treatment to Germany or India, you will be flown with these 30,000. Believe me, if you are doing it alone, you will not manage. Treatment is very expensive. That's why we are telling you, let's come together, we get such advantages. If you go to any tour company, people who are doing Umrah, who are traveling, and you say, I have a membership of 30,000 people. I want tickets to Makkah or to Jeddah at half a price. Believe me, he will give you immediately, because he's going to tap into the numbers. He's looking at the numbers. This is what we are saying. Let's come together. We get this advantage of coming together, but also we give back to the university that contributed into making us what we are. If we are 30,000 or 10,000, and we say, and I know most of us, we are gainfully employed. If I'm asked to contribute $100 per year to my university, this $100, alhamdulillah, is maybe sometimes I take a friend to a cup of tea and we consume $100. So I will give it without even affecting my income at all. But just imagine 30,000 people contributing each $100. Those who did mathematics, arithmetic, how much is that? $3 million. $3 million is half the budget of IUIU. So you are relieving them almost half the budget. But you, mind you, you've not felt it because it's only $100 per year, not even per month, but I'm talking about annual. So this is what numbers can do. And this is what we are asking you, we are requesting you, we are begging you to do. We are doing this not because we want, titles. Titus has been very generous to me, always referring to my president, and the president slept in this hotel and everything. That is all good, but this is not what I'm looking for, believe me. And as an individual, why I work, alhamdulillah, I thank Allah that maybe I can sustain myself today, but I don't know what will happen tomorrow. I don't know what will happen to my children. Maybe they will be the beneficiaries of this scholarship fund. And we are all candidates for such an eventualities. So guys, people, gentlemen, and ladies, let's come together and take benefits of the numbers, how the numbers play. This is what we are saying. So we are able, alhamdulillah, to bring this dinner to the Eastern region. Now we have introduced you to the Alumni Association. All you have to do is just to register. When you are registering, we require you to pay only $40,000, $10. $10, just a membership to become a member of the association. And then you get the benefits that accrue from being a member. So, and also you help in running these things. So I'm requesting, especially those people who are on the ground who have done a great job in organizing this. The Mr. Mukasas, the Sister Habibas, the Sister Bint Aminas and others, and Sister Madina, who is not here actually, she's online, she's in UK, she has done a great job in mobilizing for this function. So all those, what I'm asking you to do is to follow up these people who have been here, especially those from this area, to register with the association so that we can build the numbers, we can build the data, we can build the directory so that we can do things. And I assure you, we shall succeed, inshallah. So really, I think I don't have much, but all I'm appealing, I'm just appealing to you, please join the association, let's come together and we take benefits. These many benefits that we see in the world, be it insurance, be it travel, be it this entertainment, hospitality, any hotel will respect you if you have numbers. They will say if you are a member of the alumni, we give you 20% from Sheraton. Because they know that if you give them business, you will give them in big numbers. So this is what we are talking about. I wish to thank all those who are supporting us, especially from outside the executive. The rector and your administration, we are very grateful. You have been supportive to our activities. Some of your staff, like Professor Dr. Jamil, I will report him. Actually, he made some standing order from his salary. The money is just cut on source and put on the scholarship fund. I wish all the lecturers and everybody who is working could make.
Which one was he?
I don't remember the whole, but I don't remember the whole, but that's what he has done, and Dr. Halim and a few others, they have done that. My brothers, the special guests, the Hiromes. You know, for me, I have the advantage that some of you, we were together, same cohort, brother Sulaiman. My young brother, Baker, is my colleague in the foreign service, so I'm a bit older than him. So I can address them the way I want. Please support the endeavors that we are doing. We are doing it for the good of everybody and to help those who are underprivileged, who are not privileged, like we are. so that they can also go to school and study. You have had the welfare. The last time I remember during the last Ramadan, we made a package, food baskets, and took to the families of our departed colleagues. You know, COVID had just taken a number of them. So we looked for some of the families and we took food baskets. And that's where we discovered that people are really in need. You take them food and someone tells you, you have actually rescued me because I was not sure what I'm going to do tonight. And those are families of our colleagues, the graduates of IUIU. They are suffering. And we have the means to help them. Only when we come together and we know we get such information. So I appeal to you to support our activities. I appeal to you to register so that you become members. Actually, our executive has been an interim. Right now, we want to elect substantive leaders of the executive. And you cannot elect unless you are a member. So please, register so that you can participate in the election in choosing your substantive leaders. We have done our job. We have registered the association. We have taken it off. Now we want to hand over to the substantive leaders. But please register first so that become members and you choose suitable leaders for your association. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. With those few words, allow me to I have the privilege to invite the rector to come and address this congregation.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The chief guest, Honorable Huda Oleru, the Minister of State for Defense and Veteran Affairs, the Vice Rector, Academic Affairs and the Vice Rector, Finance and Administration, the President of the IUIU Alumni Association, Deans, HODs, and academic staff, executive of the Alumni Association, dear alumni, and our partners, the business partners, ladies and gentlemen, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for his ni'mah and for the blessing of Islamic University in Uganda. Today we are celebrating the 36th anniversary of this great university, the second university in Uganda. So we thank Allah for having enabled us and the university to survive up to this day. My task has been made difficult because now I'm standing between you and the chief guest, and I'm also standing between you and dinner. Therefore, I can't like the president, I'm not going to say everything I had prepared, but I think we've come a long way. I want to thank the Alumni Association, Mr. President and your Executive Committee, as well as the organizing committee for this particular dinner. Thank you so much for the efforts you've been making over the past few years to revive the Alumni Association. For me, I'm not an alumnus as such because I didn't study at IUIU, but since I was here from the beginning, the university started in 1988, I came to Mbali in 1987 to prepare to start the university. I consider myself also an alumnus. So, and I remember in one of the first meetings we had at Kaboja to try to revise the association, I had pledged to a part of my salary, but things didn't work out for some years since that meeting. So I was testing the waters. I wanted to see if this is going to work, and I'm impressed now. So starting this month, a portion of my salary will be going to the Alumni Association. As long as I'm still rector, so you need to pray that I continue. So on that good note, let me continue. So please work with the bursar to come and I tell him how much to cut from my salary every month, inshallah. We've come a long way. IUIU has come a long way. And recently we went through COVID, but we are here. I want to thank you for bringing this dinner to the East, to the motherland of IUIU. When we started this university this way, Mbale was a small town, but now it is a city. Nkoma was just a trading center, but now when you go to Nkoma, the traffic jam there is too rough because IUIU has brought business, and as Abra, you've said, IUIU has brought a lot of business. Thank you for bringing back our money. Thank you so much. So we must continue thanking Allah, and I'm glad. I was worried at first, you know, when we said this meeting is going to be in the East, I said, will we be able to fill the room? So I think now I'm ashamed for having thought that way. The room is overflowing. It means that IUI has the total support of the community, it has the total support of the alumni because of what we've done for the nation and for the region. Wherever I go in the offices, I always find alumni working. The employers, the bosses are always using our products. So on this note, I want to ask our academic staff, starting with the deans, to stand up. The deans, please stand up. Deans and directors, please stand up. I have Professor Muhammad Nur Twaha, Agribusiness, Dr. Kasule, who is the Director, Kampala Campus, Dr. Biango, the new Director for Alumni Engagement. So now we have created a directorate for alumni. I think no more excuse now, so you don't need to look for Jagenda now. Look for Mr. Biango so that we can work together, we can think together, how can we as an alumni become a pillar of support for the university, a strong pillar. Right now, it is a branch, a small branch, but we want to make it one of the pillars of the university, and inshallah, the way we have started with the good leadership, this pillar will be strong in the next couple of years. At the university, maybe I'll just go over some of the things to give you an update of what's going on, some of the latest improvements that we are working on. Those of you who have visited the campus, I think you can see the main campus, you can see some of the improvements we are making. The guest house is being expanded. There is construction going on for the Faculty of Engineering and Technology, and also the library, thanks to the support from IDB and the Ugandan government that guaranteed the loan. Also, we have been also trying to systematize our administration system so that the two vice rectors have been empowered to lead their respective units, aiming to enhance the effectiveness of these areas. So many times, if you don't see me in Mbale, I'm there because the vice rectors are there to be in charge of the two lanes, academics, finance, and administration. And I want to thank them for their overwhelming support and work and dedication. And then the people they lead. So the deans, the HODs, the lecturers, and the support staff, they are what has made IUIU what it is today. And I thank all of them. I've also mentioned that we have created the Directorate of Alumni Engagement. We chose these words carefully. Alumni engagement, not alumni affairs. Alumni engagement. We must be engaging our alumni to think together and work together. So, Mr. Biango, you have a big burden on your shoulders. Please make sure that you are constantly engaging with the alumni and thinking ways in which we can creatively help the university and the community. We are also intending to construct a halal laboratory at the females campus, again through the support of the IDB, which has given us a grant of $264,000 to buy equipment for the laboratory. IUIU will build the laboratory, and IDB will equip it, and our partners in Pakistan are going to train the lab assistants. I think they'll be leaving shortly to go and be trained. We think that halal laboratory will be a source of revenue for the university because we need other sources of revenue apart from tuition. We've started the faculty of agribusiness and natural resources at our farm here in Jami. So please let us support that faculty so that we also do some commercial activity at the farm and also build demonstration farms for our community to improve their ways of doing agriculture. We are still negotiating with IDB on building another work in Zambia, and we hope that before the end of the year we shall have finished those negotiations so that we can start that work. The university is engaged in reverse linkages with Ghana University and other consultants activities supported by grants from IDB and other sources. In fact, our Department of Islamic Finance, Islamic Banking and Finance is currently doing a consultancy worth about 1.2 billion from the Microfinance Center. I want to thank Kasule, who is heading the team. This is engaging our staff in giving consultancy services to teach people how to do Islamic banking. And I want to thank the government really for having finalized the allowance of Islamic banking in the nation, and right now we have Salam Bank as a registered bank to do Islamic banking. But IUIU is placing itself as the capacity builder in this area because we have the human resource to do that. I know that some time back there was some rumors about unaccredited courses, but I want to assure you that all our courses are accredited by the National Council for Higher Education with close monitoring by our Director of Quality Assurance. So please bring your children to IUIU. It is my sincere hope as I end that each of you will support IUIU with renewed vigor and enthusiasm through your association. May you start looking at every seemingly insolvable challenge that come your way as a disguised opportunity to unleash your potentials. May the impossible be possible for this great IUIU Alumni Association in 2024-2025. May you continue looking at the Alumni Association as a community that works together for the benefit of IUIU. Lastly, I encourage you to stay in touch with the association and the Alumni Directorate by visiting www.iuiuaa.org and www.iuiualumni.com respectively. Please keep engaged, keep working with our Directorate and Alumni Association. Let's work together. We have the numbers, as the President has said. If each one of us contributes a little, I think we can do a lot together. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is now my singular honor to invite our chief guest and alumnus, Honorable Huda Oleru, Minister of State for Defense and Veteran Affairs and patron of our Alumni Scholarship Fund.
Director of Islamic University in Uganda, the rectors, that's academic and finance, who also managed to be my lecturers when I was in IUIU. IUIU academic and non-academic staff, the president of IUIU Alumni Association and your executive members, comrades, IUIU Students Association, the business community around here, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. I'm so humbled that I am here today among the comrades and trying to see how we can foster the development of the university that has made us who we are today. I also want to thank the government of Uganda and President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who managed to create the favorable environment that has allowed the upcoming of private universities. Aware that for many years in this country, there was only one public university that everybody knew of. That's why by the time when we joined, people would ask you, are you going to IUIU Makerere University? Because the belief was only we have Makerere University, but this current government managed to create that environment that has now made a mushroom of university in this country that are helping us progressively grow our careers in the education sector. I therefore want to thank government for that. Rector, I don't know, it's a thin layer for me on how to talk. Should I talk like a member of the Appointments Committee of IUIU? Should I talk as the patron? I have been colleagues when the chairperson of the farewell was talking, said we shouldn't come here to brag. We can also brag a bit, but in a way of explaining who you are or what you are doing. I was so blessed that the university accommodated me to be with them. I think I have been in this university for more than 13 years, 15 years now. In 2007, I was appointed by the President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni to represent government in the IUIU Council, because you know our university is both private and also a government. Government has a hand in this university. I was appointed to represent here. I served there when the government said, you rest, then the university, they said, you remain, you are our own. So I have been there for long. So you know the goods and the bads, the challenges of this university into details. So I was so humbled when I was approached by the president of IUIU Alumni Association and with their members that I should be part of this and I should be patroning on the association, and I humbly accepted that challenge, although I told them that they should give me a lot of guidance because I have a lot at the plate that I'm. But there was no way I would say no to anything about this university. I do that. So I had to accept and say, I'll add this on the responsibilities that I'm carrying, and we move on to do it. And I know without this, I would just say yes, but that would be the end. But now this kind of dinners are forcing me to come on board to take the responsibility that I had accepted to. So I want to thank you for organizing this dinner. It's a very wonderful one. I want to apologize that I kept you people waiting because I was traveling from far. But I had promised that at least Allah will help me to be with my colleagues here today. And I thank Allah for giving me the opportunity. I'm just going to say, comrades, let's all of us come back to the university. I know all of us, after getting the first degree, we want to do masters in other schools. We said we want to balance the boat. You come back and do your masters here. We even now have PhD programs. Also, you register yourself to do your PhD in your university. Because right now you are more capable than when you were still doing your first degree. There you were paid by your parents and by well-wishers. But now when you join now, you pay yourself, and that will be a way you are also contributing directly to the university. You are getting the knowledge, but you are also giving them finances. These private universities, they exist because of numbers. The more students we have at the university, the guarantee of sustainability of this university. Therefore, I want to encourage all of you. We have, if we are too busy for masters, you can start with the certificate, you can come for postgraduate. Then it's now with online, you sit wherever you are working, you are also studying. Let's also join. And I know now we are all parents. Let also our children join so that the numbers continue to grow for this university. If you are not able to join, if you are not able to send your child here, if you are not able to bring the relatives here, now we have an opportunity still to remain relevant to this university by supporting the activities, by generously contributing to the association that has now brought all of us here. Therefore, I also want to join the leadership of the association and the leadership of the university that let's support this university by contributing, and it will make us to talk outside there, and we refer to, we have a reference of the school where we studied. It will be unfortunate when somebody asks you, where did you study? You know, I had studied in a school called the IUIU, but because of challenges, the school got dissolved. So people will look at you and say, who is this one here? But when you have a reference, I studied in the IUIU, I was in many campuses, in Mbale. No, I studied here in the Kampala campus. With the reference, you move with the head high and you brag that you have OBs and OGs that are outside there that you can talk of. Therefore, let's keep our university moving. I know it's now so challenging that we have so many universities who are scrambling for the students that we have, or the children we have outside there. So let us be the promoters of our university, wherever we are working. Let's talk good about this university. Let's encourage the people to join this university, and it will give us that pride. And indeed, for me, I continue to promote this university outside there by also still putting and the colors of the one of the colors of the halls of this university. I am so proud that when I was in IUIU, I was in Umar Hadija, the best. So I was in Umar Hadija, and I make sure when I left the gates of this university, I continue to remain with that color yellow. So I still promote my university in other circles where I belong. It's time to go and enjoy our dinner. I don't want to waste a lot of time. I'm just so excited to see all these numbers. I am very happy that we are here. Now with WhatsApp, things are easier. Colleagues outside there, let's discuss. Let's find our offices so that we move and we share. There are so many of us who have knowledge that can share with each other, but when we get isolated only in our offices and wherever we are, we lose a lot of chances. Our doors are open. Those of you who can be able to reach me, please, you can reach, because Titus was also bragging that he is in the Public Service Committee, and he's aware I'm the one who put him in the board. And also as a member of the Appointments Committee of the university, those of you who also want to be junior lecturers to begin, your names are, normally I'm the one who look at the... So there's a lot, sisters and brothers, that we can share. Let's continue to be in touch so that we share so many other things that can make our life better. For now, I am contributing 1.5 million. And earlier on, I promised that I'm going to support a student in this university, the one I don't want to know. Otherwise, I have many that I know who are studying in IUIU, especially from my constituency. Many that I pay here. But there's one I want to pay, I don't want to even know who he is. Those ones, because I pay those ones with like some string attached. I know them. I know how their parents supported me. So that's how I am doing that. That one, the swab might be very little. But this one, whom I don't know, I think I'll be doing justice to like those ones who supported me. My first lady is there. She knows how I used to be here in this university. Saba, can you stand up? That was my lady vice. I don't see my guild president. I don't know where he is. Saba, where is the guild president? I have not seen him. So no, yes. Umar can never misbehave. So Umar can never misbehave and continue to be with Omar. Even out of here, there are places outside there that look like Omar. I will direct you where. And that's where the survival, for right now, that's where the survival is. Let's continue to look for the direction of where Umar is. So I will continue to keep that pledge of mine that I will support that student that I don't want to know. But I will also give you a list of the students I'm supporting in IUIU already. Those ones that I know, so that you know how much I am contributing for my university. I'm not contributing for this university, but I'm contributing for my university that has made me whom I am today. For God and my country. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Members, may we the Honorable, another very, 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 very big hand clap. And Honorable Minister, actually before you go to seat, may I request with your permission, of course, as the woman Khadija, a woman way. Now you see, Abuaisha Muviva, better what? May I request that we join and then we cut the cake. We request that the high table will join and the chairperson organizing committee.
And the executive members.
No, and the
Executive members.
And the executive members. Of course, I have always, Honourable Minister, before you arrived, I told these people that when you arrive, they will know what Umar Khadija means. Now they have seen. Now you are doubting. The people, the administrators of this cake, may I request that those who are working on the cake and the camera people, this is the fifth alumni dinner, and at the count of one, we shall cut the cake. 5, 3, 1, and 0. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, our guests of honor. May I now request the entertainment people? Now, members, please, may I request that it's now time for dinner, and we are going to move. Please, we shall be moving for the dinner, and we will start with the high table. Okay. And our ushers are going to come, and they select you, and then you'll go to the serving table. I will be led by our chief guest, our guest of honor, and the high table, and when they come, the other members will follow. Honorable Minister, we are very, very, very proud of you. And thank you very, 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 very much for always keeping our banner very high. Rector, thank you very much, and the whole entire team. And of course, Rector, I have no option but to also thank, you know, if I had thanked only Dr. Jamil, they would say I'm biased because of Umar. But we have no option but to also thank Professor, but we will not thank his color because his color is very acidic. And of course, we want to thank my president. And my president, thank you so much for always leading us. And I can assure you we are still on the main, Mr. President, because we begin from the top. We are still on the main, we are yet to think about members, those pledge cards, I want to read them when the chief guest comes back. Please keep those pledge cards coming in towards the welfare and the scholarship fund. And please differentiate.
Are they coming back to you? They are eating from there? Where are they eating from?
So please let me have those cards coming in, and then we shall be reading them. Meanwhile, we really want to recognize the presence of Mbale City Kindergarten. We want to also recognize the presence of DK Bugisu, the MD Council and members of the council, and then members of the General Assembly of the Uganda Muslim Supreme Council who are here. We want to recognize the, where is the radio?
What is the card?
Really want to thank so much
members, those who are willing to contribute to the fund, please contribute. You know that when you part with a shilling, it doesn't reduce on your wealth. Please do not leave the room without contributing to the fund. We want to thank, there is a member from the audience who has given us 1 million shilling. Please come up, please stand for recognition. We are still looking for your card. There is a member from the audience who has given us 1 million shilling. Where is the sister? Please stand for recognition. Dr. who? Dr. A lady. Kindly please stand for recognition. Haji Becca. Please, can we put our hands together for that couple? Takbir! Takbir! That's a good vibe. Who else is giving for the fund, please? Kindly contribute for the fund.
I have one to read.
Yes.
Ibrahim Bossa and Aisha Bossa, they have given us 1 million shillings.
Takbir! May Allah increase on your bounties. Kindly, please, whatever it is, don't be scared by the large numbers. Stand up, please, for recognition.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Let's clap for them.
Then we also want to thank the Hiromes for your contribution towards this fund. Thank you very much. We also want to thank, I want to thank someone, Dr. Muluga. We want to thank you, Doctor, for your contribution. RDC Namisingwa, the contribution is coming. Thank you very much.
Banagete mutia orokpa murira large numbers. No mutwaro tukikola. Takbir!
Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you so much.
I did this one. This one is 1 million. This one 1 million. Haji Beka, Haji Sulaiman and family.
Oh, we want to thank Haji Sulaiman Hirome for 1 million shillings towards the. Thank you so much. And then Haji Beka also for the 1 million shillings.
Takbir! Banage takbir! Takbir! A manager. It doesn't have to be 1 million. It could be 0.8, it could be 0.5, it could be 0.3, it could be 200. No mutual kukiriza. Anything will make a difference. Allah is seeing your near. Please don't leave this room without contributing, however little. Jazakumullah khairan.
Can we have the cards, the pledge cards coming through for those who have written? Thank you very much, Haj Beka. Thank you very much, Haj Sulaiman. Thank you very much, Ibrahim Bossa. Thank you very much, our chief guest. Members, can we have more of those pledge cards coming in? guest of honor, our guest of honor, I wanted to let you know that you opened up very well. We've so far received a cash contribution of 1 million shillings from Haji Sulaiman Hirome and 1 million shillings from Haji Baker Hirome. Cash, those are 2 million shillings. And then we have also received a contribution of 1 million shillings from Ibrahim Bosa and Aisha Bosa. Thank you very much for those contributions, members. And may I have those contributions coming in so that we can announce them. And our guest of honor, we also have a 2-minute presentation from our colleagues from Kampala campus, the Sickle Cells Club. Have something to communicate in just about 2 minutes. Thank you very much. Please, Kampala campus, the Sickle Cells Association.
Director, the invited guests, protocol observed, Assalamu alaikum. This is Banyasara Students Association from Kampala campus, organizing a sickle cell charity campaign. About sickle cell, the statistics are in Uganda right now, sickle cell is, like in Africa, we are the 5th regarding the sickle cell burden that we are facing at the moment. Central Uganda, Eastern Uganda, and Mid-North are being the affected areas at most. More to that, we are targeting children, the children, 13.3% of the children. That is around at the estimation of 25,000 children that are born every year. We have a number of children that are affected by sickle cells, and 80% of these children die before the age of 5 years. So, as the association, we started up this campaign because of the stigmatization that comes along with the disease and the other misconceptions that are regarding the disease. And more so, we have other students within our midst that are having the same disease. So we are looking at sensitization and awareness, and more so, the free sickle cell screening among our students and the other sister campuses of our great Islamic university. So we are seeking for partnerships, seeking for any other support that can be granted to this us so that we can run this campaign to make it a success. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, our brothers, and please let's join the campaign. Our guest of honor, we have so many pledges coming in towards the fund. We have a pledge of 300,000 shillings from Mastula Nancha. Thank you so much. We also have a pledge from Dr. Maimuna Nimlola, 100,000 shillings. Dr. Biango Abubeka, 50,000 shillings. Mudende Alutu, 50,000 shillings. Ms. Kagoya Zainab, 10,000 shillings. Dr. S.D. Kabali, 100,000 shillings. Mr. Karunji Salma, no, Miss Karunji Salma, 10,000 shillings. Mr. Maimuna W, Miss Maimuna W, 50,000, and Mr. Kisa Moses, 30,000 shillings. We really want to thank you so much. So far, the total pledges are 2.3 million, and then we shall also be announcing the cash contributions. We thank you very much, members. Keep those pledges coming. I don't want us to embarrass our chief guest. Then we also want to recognize the presence of IUIU FM radio team. Our guest of honor. This team played a very big role in mobilizing these numbers. And we really want to thank you so much, the IUIU radio team. We want to thank so much the ICT team of IUIU, because you also played a very big role in mobilization. Quibla Media, all the head teachers in Mbale City and Mbale District, the business family. We also want to thank so much Nkoma SS. Our chief guest, you know that if Nkoma SS had not given way, IUIU wouldn't be. But we really want to thank them so much. Nkoma SS, we are very proud of you. Thank you very, very much. We also want to thank Hamdan Girls High School. We want to thank Nakaloke SS. We want to thank Mbale SS staff. We want to thank the our welfare committee chairperson, Madam Halima. Thank you very, very, very much. And all the other partners. Halima and the executive, thank you very much. Halima, you're doing a great job. Thank you very much. And of course, our guest of honor, I also want to thank myself because I've done a very good job. Members, you clap for me. Thank you very much. And we shall be having a vote of thanks from one of the members. But as we wait for that, may we have some entertainment from our local team here. Thank you.